Hello, grade 4. I hope you guys had a great weekend. As you guys know, today's lesson is on vocabulary in context. Let's get straight into it. So, for those of you guys following in the book, in the Journey's Common Core, you can find the vocabulary in context in pages 584 and 585. Like usual, guys, on the top right there, the writing in red is the synonym for the word. Then we have the word and underneath the Oxford definition. Okay, so the first word is territory. To many people, polar lands are unfamiliar territory. Now, territory is usually referred to in terms of countries. So what territory a country will own. So an area of land under the jurisdiction of a ruler or state. So you see the picture underneath there, it's showing a little icon of a person. You can see the different colors and it shows which territory each person owns. And the synonym is area or land. Great, guys, the next word is accompany. Explorers going into a cave should find others to accompany them. Accompany. Go somewhere with someone as a companion or escort. The synonym is go along with. Now, usually kids are accompanied to school, obviously. After you finish your lesson at school, usually the music teacher comes and picks you up and accompanies you to the music class or the PE class. Guys, the next word is proposed. Some scientists have proposed or suggested further exploration of Mars. Now, this word can actually mean two different things, but proposed. Put forward a plan or suggestion for consideration by others. Now, if you look at the picture with the hand holding a light bulb, it's obviously someone putting forward an idea or a plan. But on the right there, it's also propose is when you ask someone to marry them. And the synonym is suggest. Great, guys. The next one is interpreter. An interpreter or translator is helpful when people use different languages. Interpreter, a person who interprets, especially one who translates speech orally or into sign language. Now, orally is obviously speaking as I'm doing now, and sign language is if you are deaf. But a good explanation of this is sometimes I ask you guys to translate something into English, from English to Arabic for the rest of the class. And the synonym is translator. Great, guys. The next word is duty. Divers have a duty. They are required not to harm a marine area or its creatures. So duty, a moral or legal obligation, a responsibility. You guys have a duty to keep your classroom clean. That's another example. And a synonym would be responsibility. The next word is supplies. Hikers need to carry supplies such as food and water. Supplies, a stock or amount of something supplied or available for use. And the synonym is reserve or stockpile. So you can see two pictures. There's one picture of a supply of foods you would take on a hike, maybe. And on the right is equipment you would take with. Route. Backpackers should choose a safe route and stick to that path. Route, a way or course taken in getting from a starting point to a destination. For example, when some of you guys ask to go to the toilet, you take the longest route and go to the toilet at the back of the school. And synonym would be path. The next word is corps. On a research trip, every member of the corps or team must have valuable skills. So corps is actually usually referred to in the army or in the marine. A body of people engaged in a particular activity. And a synonym would be community. On, guys, we have clumsy. A clumsy or awkward mistake can mean the loss of months of research. So obviously, if you're up in space, you got to make sure everything is perfect, or else it could, it's life or death. Clumsy, awkward in movement or in handling things. And a synonym would be awkward. The next one is landmark. Noting a landmark or other recognizable object makes the return trip easier. So landmark, an object or feature of a landscape or town that is easily seen and recognized from a distance, especially one that enables someone to establish their location. For example, if you were in Paris, you would probably use the Eiffel Tower as a good landmark. And a synonym would be marker. Great, guys, nice and quick. I think the words were pretty easy this week. I'm sure you guys won't have any trouble learning them. Like always, if you need any more assistance, please send me a message. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks a lot.